Hi, and today in this video we're going to look at a Sonos ZP100. It has a broken mute button which can't be pushed in to mute or to factory reset, most importantly. Now the problem. As I push the button in, I can't feel it click. It's not that the button is broken, it feels it's not seated in properly. So I go out of the box, and in transit, as you can see, one of the feet is broken, which is a bit frustrating, but we'll carry on going. I use a Stanley knife and a metal ruler to take off the rubber feet, and they expose some screw holes. Now, whilst doing this, I noticed that another foot was broken. I used a narrow screwdriver just to get in there and undo the screws. As I take it away, you can see that there's the remnants of the other foot left behind, so I'll just take the screw out of there. So I try and move the bottom section out once I've removed all the screws, but I don't actually get anywhere. I take another tactic and flip the unit upside down. I use a Stanley knife to get into the plastic portion of the top, and it just pops out with a little bit of force. We are then greeted with a sticker with a warning label about voltages. Remove that, and hello, hello, hello. There are 3 screws that hold the whole thing together. Turns out that you only have to remove the 4 corner screws on the underneath. Once I've done that, I place it on its front, and then I prise apart the bottom section with the top section. Once that comes free, you can see underneath that we have all the circuitry. Interestingly enough, that dangling card is actually the Wi-Fi card for the unit. So I just slide this in and then push downwards for it to clip back in again. Not sure how that came loose, but oh well, now it's fixed. And these little prongs are just connected to the Wi-Fi antenna. I just need to straighten them out. Now onto the button. As I push in the button on the front of the unit, it works fine. Here in the casing, once I've reseated it, it seems that the button's okay. Once I flip it over and press the button while holding it in its position, I can feel the button moving in and out just fine, and it's actually got some bounce to it, which we didn't have before, so I think this was the problem, that it wasn't seated properly. I then go ahead to place it back into the unit and decide to have a little go to see how it works. Now, a very definite click. So I just put the whole thing back together again, putting in all those screws that I took out, even the unnecessary ones. Now to test. I've just connected some test speakers up to here. Literally some cheap speakers drilled into a Tupperware box, but it works. I go to the app and I start playing a song to see if the button will work now. First of all, we have audio, which is good. Volume up and volume down. Worked just fine. Now pressing pause, pauses the track, and then again plays, and then double tap is skip track. So as you can see, the button is working fine now. The last thing to do is to factory reset the unit ready to ship out. I pull out the power supply, hold down that button and plug the power supply in. At first you have a blinking white light showing booting up. Eventually that turns to a white and amber light, and once you see that, it's going through the factory reset process. You can let go of the mute button, and eventually the mute button will blink green. Fantastic. Right, that means it's reset to factory default and I can get this baby on eBay. I hope this video helps you, and thanks for watching.